Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. I do feel like a little bit of an idiot starting the video like this, but I just wanted to show you. I got 3 PR packages from Flower Nose. I am yet to try the brand. I have 3 full, not even full, but like somewhat full collections here. And I'm just gonna show you all and we are gonna try some of it and we're gonna see. Is this like just pretty makeup or is it actually functional? Because I keep seeing this brand being like, described as the most beautiful packaging, the most beautiful makeup, and I'm like, okay, but is it like working? Is it like good makeup? We're gonna find out. So I've taken all the makeup out of their packaging, out of the PR boxes, and I've filmed some B-roll with some close-ups of these things. So these things were sent to me as PR. This video is not sponsored. They don't know that I'm making this video. And I will say kudos to them for sending me PR, even though I haven't used or done anything with it so far. Thank you for sending me all this beautiful makeup. We're gonna dive into it. I will only be swatching the pieces that I decide to use because otherwise I can't give the pieces away. So everything that we don't end up using today, I will either use it later or I will put them in a future giveaway because I do have giveaways every now and then on my channel. So don't forget to subscribe so you can be in on the giveaways once they are coming. And I think these are 3 different collections. It is the Little Angel, I think it's Moonlight Mermaid or something like that. And then it is the Swan, I think it's Swan Ballerina. I think that one is this one that has like the swans on it. And I don't know in what order those collections are whatsoever. And I will pick some pieces from each collection and honestly just see if these are good or not. I know they gave me an affiliated link when they started sending me PR. Just know that this is a first impression. I have not used any of these products, so if you were interested in buying anything, just know that this isn't a review, it's just a first impression, but maybe you are intrigued like me and you want to purchase something, and I will of course let you know about all these products down in the description box in case you're interested. Let's start with the collection that I'm pretty sure I got first, which is the, I think it's like Moonlight Mermaid. This is the first one that I know I got, and I don't know if it's the first one was released of these, but I remember opening this one and being like, wow, this is really pretty. I do think that one of the mirrors is from an earlier collection because it has a strawberry on it. And I think they did a collection before this that had strawberries and maybe they just sent me an extra mirror. But these are eyeshadow palettes, I think lip glosses, and that's the first thing I want to try because the packaging, when I saw it and it said lip gloss, I'm like, what, blue? But no, it is an opaque packaging and the color of the lip gloss is inside. But I'm definitely going to be trying it out. I'm actually going to be trying the one with the white packaging because that one has a really beautiful like nudie gloss in there, and that's something that I am usually very drawn to. So I will try that one out in the beginning and then we'll try another lip color on at the end. The palettes, these are the kind of palettes that I don't think, and I'm saying this like honestly, I would never buy a palette like this, even though the colors in one of them is neutral and one of them is more blue. I would never buy something like this because it looks like makeup that is just meant to be pretty, like decor makeup, like collector's makeup. But when they send me stuff like this and they know my makeup style, I'm thinking like maybe it's more pigmented than it looks like it's gonna be. I don't know. I do have one of the blushes here. It's a little bit too light for my personal preference, so I'm actually going to be using a blush from another collection that had amazing colors. But let's start with the lip gloss. This is 01, so I'm guessing that this is color number 1, and as you can see, it's a different color than what it is here. It smells like fruit. Very nice. Oh, it's very like cooling, watery. That's a very, this feels like a water tint, like a gloss tint. That's how it feels in consistency. That's how it feels going on the lips. So I'm guessing this is gonna tint the lips a bit. Doesn't this go so well with my little jumpsuit? I love this jumpsuit. So cute. That's really pretty, and we'll see if this stains or not, but it definitely feels like a water stain going on. Very comfortable, not sticky at all. Okay, so far so good. Let's go into this Ballerina collection because this is the second collection that I got sent to me, and this one has some really interesting pieces because it does have a loose powder and it also has some really pretty blushes. One of them is like this pale cool tone pink that people are all about not necessarily for me and like my undertone, but every now and then I do like a pink blush, and I think that the packaging of this is absolutely beautiful, and I think I like this packaging. Do I? I don't know. I think I like the packaging of the last collection I'm going to show you the most. It's the most like appealing to me. This one also had some eyeshadow palettes, it had some matte lipsticks, and it also had some glitter eyeshadows, and it's one of those with a thin brush that you can paint on. We're definitely going to be using one of those because that looks really, really beautiful, and I am all about trying that out. I think we might be actually using the eyeshadow palette from the first collection, the one that is a light blue. I think we're going to do a look with that, and then like orange with the blue. I feel like that will look really, really cute. The last collection is the Little Angel collection, and this one has a lot of pieces. This one has a primer, but this is a dewy primer, so I did not use this one. It looks like this. I have more like combo oily skin, and I feel like sometimes dewy makeup just ends up being too much on me, so it's not my personal preference. But this one has some cream blushes that we will be using. It also has a highlighter that I am very excited to be digging into, and some glowy lipsticks, and that is definitely the lipstick we're going to be trying at the end of this. It also is some eyeshadow palettes in this one, and there is an eyeshadow palette that has some blues and purples here as well, but I thought we used the one from the first collection just to try a little bit from each collection. Overall, I think all of these things look really, really beautiful. The one thing that like when I looked at it that I'm like, it's not for me, are the brushes. They all look the same, and this is not the kind of brush that I go for. First of all, I don't like short handles. It's not my preference. And I think that all the brushes look pretty much the same from each collection. Like they're the same little poofy one. And I don't mind this shape, and they actually feel really nice. It's just this short handle. It's the handle that does it for me. It's just not the kind of handle that I go for at all. There's also some like hair accessories and stuff in some of these. That's also really, really not my style whatsoever. I do like these small poofs though. My own brand, Cinch Beauty, does have a like little spongy poofs like this. These are smaller, which is really nice. And I'm like, maybe that's something to think about for the future as well, because I do think that that's really nice. Let's start with the cream blushes. So this is number 1 and this is number 5, and it's like just really, really beautiful. I kind of want to use the lighter one and just see how pigmented it is and like how it builds up, because a really good blush will not have a white like mixed into it, so that it will layer on top of skin and let your own skin shine through, and it will work on skin tones that is both lighter and darker. That's something that I like with a blush, because sometimes if it's a really good formulated blush, you can use a blush that's lighter on your skin tone and it still looks good on you if it's well formulated. That's just how I feel about that. So let's dig into this one. I'm gonna use the FO7 because that's what I like with cream products. I will say, going in like this, it feels like a crime because you're taking the angel off. I'm sorry. Very creamy on the brush. Definitely on the lighter side. Oh, there's definitely something there, but yeah, that might actually be a sliver too light for me. I like putting my blush here. And I think for me, with this collection, I understand that the way that I do my makeup is not the way that's like popular. It's like Southern, Eastern Asia makeup trends right now. It's not. People put their blush like under their eyes, and a lot of makeup trends that are going on there right now. It's not necessarily the kind of makeup trends we have here. But I want the makeup to work for me and to work for the kind of makeup that I like to do. I don't necessarily know if that's like deep enough for me. So yeah, I definitely think that this one, it did not show up darker on me, but it did go on really evenly though. And I actually think that it does give a little bit of a difference. I don't hate how that looks. It actually looks really nice and fresh, and there's a little hint of a rosy terracotta. Brace yourself. This is when we're leaving neutral territory, because the highlighter, the one that is in 4 Moon River, it's blue. It's blue. I'm actually going to use the exact same brush. I'm just going to use the other side, and I'm just going to... Oh, this is blue. We'll put a little bit... Oh, it's not like sparkly or like, maybe there is a low sparkle, but it's a little bit more like fairy-like. It doesn't leave a stripe. It's definitely ethereal and nice, and I don't see the shift here. You know what? I do like that. That actually looks really pretty. And it did have other colors as well. It's just the blue that they sent to me. Okay, I zoomed in a little bit so we can actually see what I'm doing when I'm doing the eyeshadow. And here you can see how beautiful the highlighter is. It's really pretty. Excuse my under eyes, I'm going through it, okay? My under eyes are so textured. The tretinoin is tretinoing, and I need a really thick eye cream, like a really moisturizing thick eye cream, and I don't have one. So, because I've never had any problems with my under eyes, and now they're like scaling, flaking, so ignore my under eyes. I also used some of the glitter on my hand. That looks really beautiful. That was this one, so excited about that as well. Oh my god, my dog is so dramatic here next to me. I don't know what's going on. So this is the eyeshadow palette. Let me show you some swatches of how it looks. We're gonna do a look that I really enjoy doing, which is a neutral outer corner with a pastel in the inner part of the eye, and then we're gonna play with some of these shimmers. So my goal is to use all of these. So I'm gonna start with, this is my own brush, this is an EO6, and I'm gonna start with are we gonna do this? Yeah, I'll do the lighter beige, and we'll just see how this is. I don't even have an eye primer on. I'm a mess. I was like gonna put that on. I'm like, this doesn't look right. Eye primer first. Okay, new try. So I'm just brushing on a little bit of this beige. I just want to see how it is. Okay. This is a lighter beige, so of course it's not going to be super dark on me because I don't have like the fairest of skin tones. I'm more like a light medium. So I feel like this will be a good transition shade on me. But of course, if you're lighter, it's going to show up a little darker. Okay, this is a pretty decent transition shade on me. I'm also not packing this on because like I'm going to be using the darker shade, so I don't want to totally saturate the primer with this lighter color. That's not that bad. Let's do the light blue in the inner part. I feel like you can tell a brand is good with how their pastels are, because I need a pastel that's like opaque. I need something that will like cover. That's a nice pastel if it can cover and make and give a brighter, a lighter like feeling than what my skin tone is. I don't want a sheer pastel. I want something that actually covers and gives that brightening effect. And you know what? That's kind of impressive. Okay, I'm gonna put some of that under my eyes too, on like half my eye. And now we're gonna go in with the darker brown. This is also a matte. I also love that it is a quint, like it's 5 shadows and it's 3 mattes and it's 2 shimmers, and it's a dark shimmer and a light shimmer, and there are 2 lighter mattes and 1 dark matte, and that's very pigmented. Wow, like look at that. That's very pigmented. I'm gonna switch to an EO5. And I'm just gonna be, oh, that's actually really nice. And I'm just gonna do that out here. Okay. I love a good sparkly shadow as much as the next person, but you will always sell me on a good matte. I am a matte fan. I don't even need a shimmer to like a palette. Like, it's nice, but like, I like a good matte. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let me blend out with a little bit of the beige out here. Okay, let's see what we have here. I haven't even, like, as I'm filming this, I haven't swatched it. That is really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use, I'm like thinking. There's like more sparkly toppers, which is what I love. So I think I'm actually gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use my EO1. I'm gonna start with the blue. I'm actually gonna spray it. And I'm gonna put that where these 2 mattes meet, because I haven't worried too much about how that looks because I knew I was gonna cover it up a little bit. I love a sparkly topper shade that you can build up a little bit. I feel like it's the most flattering on a more textured eyelid. It's easy to work with. You can manipulate it in any way you want. And this is the lighter one, and I'm gonna put that. Ooh. And layer. Oh, is this the best eyeshadow formula I've ever worked with in my life? No, but it is definitely a good one, and it is way more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. Sometimes with Asian brands, I know when I went to Japan and I went shopping in Japan, all the eyeshadows were pretty sheer, and that's not really what I wanted. And I feel like brands like Kaleidos, Floruses, and also now Flower Nose, they're bringing us the feeling, the ethereal feeling of that, but still giving us a little pigment too, so that you can have, like, according to me, the best of both worlds, because that's something I prefer. So let's do a little bit of this like glitter topper. You can see it's like almost like a plastic brush. And I was thinking like here. Like that little twinkle. I can see it's catching the light, but I don't even know if you see it. I think you can see it, right? That's actually really pretty, and no stinging sensation in my eyes either, which is really nice. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. I do have some liquid liners. I wonder what colors these are supposed to be. I guess this is a black. But like, what is this one? What is that? Wait, let me actually try this. Clear? What is this? Oh, it's like a shimmer liner. Oh, okay, so... Oh, I don't know if that's something that like I need to use, but that is definitely a fascinating idea. Different, for sure. Different. Not something that I think I would like want to use. Okay, so I did a little prance in my waterline. Nobody's surprised. I did a half lash, the one that I usually do. I really like this, but I will say the blush, it's sticky. So I don't think that this cream blush formula is for me. Maybe it's for you if you like something that's a little bit more hydrating, something that like doesn't dry down. For me, I feel like it's sticky, and it's almost like it's breaking up my concealer over here. And my under eye definitely did not need more things going wrong with it. And you can see that the gloss, it did dry down to a stain. So it's definitely more of a watery stain. Let me see. I feel like there were two like brown lip colors that I wanted to try out. There was one that was a little darker and one that was a little lighter, and they were both with this like black packaging. I think I'm gonna do the lighter. I know I'm boring. I know, but I think I'm gonna do this one. This one is in One Sand Tower. Is that correct? Like I said, I will leave everything down below. That is not shiny at all. That is not a shiny lipstick. This was not shiny. Okay, so I must have misinterpreted something here, because this is definitely a matte lipstick. Maybe some of these are shiny, the ones that are in the lighter tubes. I don't know. They look the same on the top though. It looked like it was going to be shiny in this one too. But I mean, you can definitely tell that this is more of a almost like cool tone neutral beige. Very similar to Natasha Denona Noah. I will say this is a more silicone matte formula. It looks really good though. I will say my favorites, eyeshadow, really beautiful. Highlighter looks stunning. And I think the lip products are really nice. It's that like, I feel like what they have done is that they've taken those formulas that are very, very popular in like the Southeast Asian makeup culture, but they've also given us them in colors that are more popular here, like the brownie colors. I feel like this is a really nice fusion, and overall I'm more impressed with this than I thought I was gonna be. And also this glitter looks bomb. It's like actually giving glitter, and I really like this watery stain that I did first as well. I think with the blush colors, I think they look really beautiful. I just think that the colors that have been sent to me are not something I go for. I go for something that's a little warmer. I go for something that's a little deeper. I don't do those like pale peach, pale pink blushes on me. I'm sure it would look nice. It's just not my favorite colors on me. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Have you ever tried this brand? What have you heard about this brand? How do you feel about this like makeup look? Overall, I'm, like I said, pretty impressed. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check the description box for more info, and I will see you again real soon in a new video. And bye!